So guys, I've done the worst thing that I could possibly do. I've lost the drone in the trees.
Good morning. We spent the night at Lion's Den and that was great. I would have showed you around, but there was so many people there. I just felt like a bit uncomfortable, and I feel like also everybody's already done it. But anyway, we've just stopped at this roadside fruit stall. I'm gonna go check it out. How cute is this though? Where is the fruit? Bananas and melons. Look at that. This is actually the cutest roadside stop. This is what I imagined all of Queensland to be like. Look at that. That must be their mailbox. Anyway, this place is cute. And yes, there are heaps of bananas and heaps of melons. You should definitely pull over and get some if you're that way inclined. Big melons.
Our compressor hose blew again yesterday, so we drove probably 30 k's with only one side of the car pumped up. I fixed it last night.
Back on.
Yeah, we're high PSI again. But I've lost my cable tie. Usually I chuck a cable tie around here so I don't have to hold on to it. But I can't be bothered getting one out.
The hose just snapped off again. So that's not good news.
So we just pulled up at Cooktown and it's such a magical spot here. Just had something to eat, cruising around in the grass. There's us over there. I feel like we should put the tinny in today, but we've got lots of other things to do. But it's such a nice day. Far North Queensland is so beautiful. Like, it's just an amazing, amazing spot. And this town is just stunning. I think our plan is we're just gonna go drop the van off at this RV. It's like a donation RV stop. And then we'll head to a waterfall. It's sort of like days like these when you think like, I'm living my life, you know? Tell you what, it smells really nice here. I don't know what it is, but it just smells amazing. So guys, I've done the worst thing that I could possibly do. I've lost the drone in the trees and it's bad. It's above the water, somewhere up here. And I cannot see it and I do not know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be in big trouble. Really big trouble. Okay, so GoPro has been located, but I'm gonna have to try and climb up a tree. We got the GoPro. I could probably throw this GoPro at it. I can't see it from now, but is it connected to this one? I'm trying to climb this tree at the same time as get the drone. Fairly certain it's connected to this, so if I climb up here, I might be able to probably jump off from there. So I've got this far, and yeah, I don't actually know how I'm gonna get back down the tree, but it is covered in ants. So I'm covered in ants. What I need is like some sort of hook, I think. This really sucks. Okay, so update. Running back to the car to try and get a ratchet strap with a hook on it, a couple of ratchets, so that I can sort of like throw one over and try and hook onto the tree to shake it.
I can't even cope with this. If that doesn't get views on our YouTube channel, I don't know what will.
I'm really sorry, guys. I was just trying to get good footage for you guys. Sad, sad day. And to think that probably the next video you'll watch will be going to Cape York without a drone. Oh well.
Good morning from Elam Beach Campground. We are well on our way from Cairns up towards Cape York, and we just stayed at Elam Beach Campground, and apparently it's got coloured sand dunes. We're going to do some four-wheel driving today, so it's going to be great.
Yeah, I'm not certain on the tide though. I just read on the book just then that
the tide needs to be low.
You should go on an outgoing tide.
Oh, but we haven't got any internet.
Well, yeah, exactly right. I don't have any internet or anything.
Should we ask someone? Take two, we just went down towards the beach and the tide is far too high to go that way. So a lady said that if we just keep carrying up the main road, that we can turn off further up, and there's heaps more sand up there, left like mud flats from the tide coming in and out. Fingers crossed that the tide's low enough for us to get out to the sand dunes.
Better put that in full drive actually. It's pretty deep, mate.
Yeah, that feels very deep. It's very wet.
Wow. And that right over there, right there, looks like a rusted car. Oh no, you can get through here. That right there, my friends, is an 80s series Land Cruiser.
Big Devo.
You would. They should have bought a Ranger, hey, but. Okay, well it's windy, but we made it. This looks like the track to the Painted Cliffs. Funny thing I found, especially like the further north Queensland that we get, there's just so much less and less signage. I don't know why, but like all the walks and all that kind of stuff, there's just no signs. I'll tell you what, it's a bit of a hike up here because it's climbing a sand dune, but it's pretty cool. It's like a gorge walk, but in a sand dune. Lily just said, shame we don't have the drone, which is, I know it's my fault, but luckily we have the nicest friends, Ruth and Liam. They're down in Cairns at the moment, and they've gone and they've bought us a drone from JB Hi-Fi, taken it to the post office, and express shipped it to Weipa. They're the most amazing people on the planet. Thank you so much, Ruth and Liam. Drop a little comment down, say thank you to Ruth and Liam, because they're the ones putting in work so that you guys can get good footage.
Getting the jobs done.
They're getting the jobs done behind the scenes. Thanks, Ruth and Liam. A waterfall at Painted Sands. Who would have thought?
Oopsie.
Are you lost?
It did say back at the camp, don't bring back stray dogs. There must be heaps out here.
Oh, okay. So problems like always. We've just got back to the van. Noticed our voltage was a bit low. I was like, it's strange. Like, we drove so far yesterday. I just went and checked the DC and that wasn't charging. So then I just came up here under the bonnet and I've just put this new fuse in here the other day and damn. Straight melted her. I've got one more fuse, but it's like, what do I do? Like, I put it in now, it's probably gonna blow again. So, just put it in, watch it blow again, I guess. Oh my God, it is windy out here. It's crazy. It's strange because I know that my DC is 40 amps and obviously I've just put in a 60 amp fuse here, but I think that because I've put the DC in the Caravan right up the front here, it's actually pulling a lot more than 40 amps through it. That might be a bit of a problem. So I don't know whether to put a bigger fuse in because the wiring's probably not big enough. Might have to do some research on wiring and distances and stuff, and because I don't really want to put like an 80 amp fuse in it and then it just start melting the wires. This kind of stuff always happens when you're remote, never when you're in the city. Haha. We have Chaji. How cool does this bit look? So we're on like the whitish gravel sort of here, and then it just turns into red. It's like it just changes. Every time we start a dirt road though, I let the airbags down, just with these little doohickeys here. Always leave a little bit of pressure in them though, because they sort of act like a bump stop, but try and leave not much. And then, as always, our little positive pressure fan. It seems like a pretty good road, and I'll let my tyres down if there's any corrugations or anything.
Love your stuff.
Look at you, old school.
You gotta do it because maps don't work that well out here.
No. All right, I reckon we made it probably 2 Ks and it's pretty bad. Yeah, time to let the tires down.
Have you guys ever tried these? They're the Edgell Snack Time black bean capsicum charred corn with zesty salsa. They come in 2 flavors, and the other flavor I can't remember what it is, but I'm really excited to try them. And they're 5-star health rating. So if that means anything to you, then that's good. You know, your gal loves a snack. Sorry for the horrific angle. I've currently got the GoPro pole in between my legs, but thought I'd do first impressions on this bean and salsa mix. Looks a bit manky, but it looks good. Nothing wrong with them. I wish it was more salsa-y.
You enjoying this drive?
Not really.
I think it's been lovely since the graders come through and all this roadwork's been
Yeah,
done.
but the corrugations before that were horrific.
They were.
I'm looking forward to getting to wherever we're getting to.
Battle Camp Road has not been... It's been a battle, hasn't it?
It's been a battle. And now this Mack truck's coming up.
Mack truck. This bloke's stealing all the water. Good morning, YouTube. How's this for a little campsite, hey? And look, the best thing as well is that there's just no one around. No one for miles. So we're at a cool little place called Han River Crossing. Just sort of stumbled across this camp, just driving through, and thought, oh, we'll check it out. It didn't have super good reviews on Wiki or anything, so we just sort of set up and spent the afternoon just chilling out. This is like a perfect, beautiful day in outback Queensland. Now it's really turning it on. So today we're going to try and do a track. I'm not sure on the condition of the track. I think it's called the Running Creek Track. So this track sort of goes basically from like Lakefield National Park, where we are, and then it goes up to like Port Stewart. Port Stewart, then you go across to Cowan. Realistically, we won't have gone on the PDR, well, we haven't gone on the PDR yet until Cowan. So it sort of cuts that all off and you just do like a bit of a scenic track. We'll find that out when we're on it. Whether it's suitable for caravans or not, I don't know. HEMA Maps has it marked as a track, not a road. But yeah, I just thought that we'd make our Cape York trip a bit more interesting and not just bomb it straight up the PDR.
We're now hitting the road. We're saying goodbye to this camp. It's just so beautiful. I never want to leave. But all good things must come to an end, mustn't they? Should we make a smoothie?
I reckon when we do our first stop. I've already had breakfast.
Okay. All right, we'll do our first stop.
What is it?
Eagle.
Eagle!
Eagle!
Oh no.
Hello,
Where's
Eagle. Oh my gosh, one time, let me tell you a story. We were at a beach called 5 Mile Beach in Hobart. Jacob just starts running, like absolutely fanging it. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, the eagle's gonna get Hazel. Didn't you? You thought it was circling Hazel, and it
was circling our dog. And if you've ever seen any of our other videos with our dog, she's not the biggest. And it started circling above her, and she was just out in the sand on her own, probably like 100 or so meters, like out in front, just having a great time. Didn't realize that there was a huge bird circling her.
Like the eagles here, and maybe that was a hawk, but the eagles at home are literally like, if you see them sitting on a tree, they're like, I don't know, like they're just huge animals.
Yeah. And
so when we saw one of those flying towards Hazel, Jacob was like, ah, my dog.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It would have picked her up.
It would have picked her up and just plopped her somewhere. That just reminded me of that.
Free car wash. So we've come to our second gate. It's actually been a fantastic road so far. Like, it's not corrugated, it's beautiful, fantastic scenery. Not that we've been at the PDR, but already seems like a better bypass. I think Lily's getting sick of opening and closing the gates though. Lily's really had enough of this. We're at Lily Vale Station.
Here we are.
Do you want me to get out and do the gate next time?
No, it's okay.
It says watch out for planes.
Well, I nearly rolled my ankle, so it should say watch out for potholes. Really bad.
Oh, we're on a
Yeah, runway, that's
we're on a runway, that's it. Look out for planes. There's another gate.
Hopefully this is the last one.
Wow.
I wonder how recent.
I don't know. I mean, that sign looks pretty new. Looks like a bit of a doozy of a creek, hey? Beautiful creek, I tell you that.
In more ways than one, didn't he?
So So we've just turned up in Cullen.
So no, can I just tell you? So Jacob just said to me, we're just gonna, I was like, let's go for a drink in this pub. He was like, no, I just want to show you around the car because there's a couple of really bad things that have just happened. And I'm like, well, what? Tell me.
Well, first off, I want to show you in the back of the car.
No. Oh my God. Oh my, don't do that. Oh my God. Okay, shut that. Because I'm gonna get bad lunch.
Second thing, it's not even that bad, but I just thought I'd show you that the outboard motor.
Why is that like that?
I don't know. I guess it's just clicked up on its own. We must have gone over a pretty big bump. That's about it.
That's it, okay. That's not too bad. We also just went to the post office and we have been redirecting things since Darwin, and we've been redirecting them all to Cohen for like the last month. And we literally, we have a whole collection of packages. It's someone's birthday coming up. Do you remember whose birthday we've already had? Comment down below if you can remember whose birthday it was and whose is next.
Morning. So it rained last night very heavily, and it's the first time that I've slept in rain in like 8 months, and I didn't sleep.
We really struggled, didn't we? Because where we were must have been, was it under a tree?
Yeah, we're under this tree here. Just there.
You know when the raindrops are like extra heavy when you're under a tree?
It was so loud. I reckon I didn't sleep from like probably 12:30 to about 4. Oh, you got a bit of hair on you. Heading up the road to Weeper today to pick up our new drone. And we're going to Woolworths. We haven't been there in a while. Thanks to Ruth and Lamb.
You guys are literally lifelong friends. The bee's knees.
The best.
Around.
Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. So this has been a pretty major problem recently. This door, it keeps popping open. I don't know if you can see that. Like, this is just not working properly. It's been the biggest pain in my bottom recently. And we're getting so much dust in the caravan because of it. It's just a real crap design. I'll show you how it works. So these little bad boys here clip into there, but you can see how it's just worn it away. Corrugations have not been its friend. That ain't going nowhere. How shit is it that I have to duct tape my caravan closed?
Sorry we haven't really filmed much today, but something exciting did happen. Does the express post box give anything away? We got a brand new drone. We went with the DJI Mini 3 Pro because I asked Instagram and I had like maybe 90% of people say to get this one. A few people said to get the other ones, but we just can't afford to get the other ones at the moment. But yeah, we haven't really done anything except for drive to Weeper, pick this up, and we also did like heaps of shopping, like supermarket shopping for the next, I don't don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. So we'll do the Telegraph track, we'll maybe eat at a couple of pubs and stuff. So we probably won't see a proper supermarket for like, yeah, 3 weeks maybe. But anyway, we're gonna go and find ourselves a camp. I don't know where yet. We're on the road between York Downs and Batavia Downs. So it's just like this thoroughfare road, really.
It's beautiful though.
It's better than the main road. It's better than the PDR. Anyway, can't wait to get this in the air. Can't wait to show you what we think of it. But otherwise, we're just gonna keep chuffing off. I need to stop saying chuffing.
Chuffing. Let's crock and roll.
Let's crock and roll. It's busy. If that doesn't get views on our YouTube channel, I don't know what will.